Shalom Israel. First and foremost, I want to say Yabaraka, Yahah, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, to the elders who taught us this truth, okay? To the brothers and sisters on the four corners of this planet Earth, Yabaraka, That's standing on his laws, statutes, and commandments, and praying for the hasting of the coming Yahushua Mashiach, okay? Who people ignorant we call Jesus Christ. My name is Mapatak, okay? And today I got another edition, the Thick Old series, okay? At my own part-time job, like always, okay? Part-time cotton picking job. Well, anyway, today what I want to talk about, okay, is no excuses, okay? These are the last and evil days, right? And so, you so-called Black, Hispanics, Native Americans who the Most High woke up, okay? And we're reading the scriptures, understanding the scriptures, getting taught through the Spirit, the scriptures and this and that, celebrating the high holy days. There's no excuses, okay? The Most High is not going to put a burden on you that you can't bear, you know what I'm saying? So basically in these last and evil days, the Most High gave us the tools we need, okay? The power we need to stand on his word. So there's no excuses right now, okay? We go through trials and tribulations, just like anybody else. But we handle these trials and tribulations in a spiritual way, not in a natural way, okay? So through the Spirit, we know the Most High hates complainers and this and that. But there should be no excuses by anything we do for the Most High, you know what I mean? Well, there's a will, there's a way, you know what I mean? Either you do it or you don't, you know what I mean? The Word of God says, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. So I want to go through a couple of precepts, okay, dealing with excuses, okay? And I just pray, y'all get an understanding through the Spirit, all right? Okay, and this Bible I'm using right now is the English Standard Version, okay? ESV, okay? All right, so my first precept I'm going to go to is Genesis 3, 12, and 13. All right. Okay. Genesis 3, all right, 12 and 13 says, 12, verse 12. The man said, the woman whom you gave to be with me, she gave me fruit of the tree, and I ate. Verse 13. Then the Lord God said to the woman, what is this that you have done? The woman said, the serpent deceived me, and I ate. So basically, these were the excuses, okay, that Adam and Eve, okay, gave to the Most High about what happened in the garden, okay? Now, when the Most High gives us a commandment, okay, to do something, okay, and we don't do it, okay, those excuses are not going to help. Oh, we're pointing at each other. No. Y'all disobeyed, okay? And what's going to happen is, okay, y'all going to basically reap, what you sowed, okay? So like I say again, if you've done something wrong, okay, you might have an excuse, but still, you done something wrong. So basically, you're going to have to eat that, you know what I mean? That's all it's to it. It is what it is, you know what I mean? These laws, statutes, and commandments, they're not hard. They're not hard to follow, So basically, if you break a commandment, you just got to man up, that's all. You do something wrong, you have to man up or woman up, take the consequences, all right? All right, my next precept I want to go to is Exodus chapter 32, all right? Exodus chapter 32. Okay, I'm going to start at verse 22 and read 24. Okay. 22. Matter of fact, I'm going to start at verse 21. It says, and Moses and Aaron said, what did this people do to you that you have brought such a great sin upon them. And Aaron said, let not the anger of my Lord burn hot. You know the people, that they are set on evil. For they said to me, make us gods who shall go before us. As for this Moses, the man who brought us up out of the land of Egypt, we do not know what has become of him. So I said to them, let any who have gold take it off. So they gave it to me, and I threw it into the fire, and out came this calf. So basically, Aaron was telling Moses, please don't be mad at me, because, you went to the mountain, and we didn't know where we was at, the children didn't know where we were at. So they told me, make us a god or this and that. So Aaron said, give me your gold, and basically they made a golden calf. But the point is, this is the point, okay? They broke the law, okay? They made an idol, okay? The Most High don't like idolatry, okay? So excuses is not going to help you. It may seem to help, okay, to ease up, the pressure on you. But look, if you broke the law, okay, basically you're going to have to deal with the consequences. That's it. No excuses, okay? It sound good, but hey, you sinned, okay? The wages of sin is death, but the gift of God is eternal life through Yahushua HaMashiach. Okay? Next precept, okay, 1 Samuel 13th chapter. Okay. 1 Samuel 13, 11, and 12. Okay, verse 11. Find that. Okay, 11. Samuel said, what have you done? And Saul said, when I saw that the people were scattering from me, and that you did not come within the days appointed, and that the Philistines had mustered at Michmash, at Michmash, okay? Verse 12, I said, now the Philistines will come down against me at Gilgal, and I have not sought the favor of the Lord. So I forced myself and offered the burnt offerings. So I offered the burnt offerings. I'm going to go read 13 too. And Samuel said to Saul, you have done foolishly. You have not kept the command of the Lord, your power, which he commanded you. For then the Lord would have established your kingdom over Israel forever. 14. But now your kingdom shall not continue. The Lord has sought out a man after his own heart. So basically the point is, okay, Saul was commanded to do something and he didn't do it, okay? He was commanded to kill everybody, okay? But he brought a sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? And that's where the Most High tells him obedience is better than sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? No excuses, okay? We have laws, statutes, and commandments, okay? You know what I mean? Follow the laws, statutes, and commandments. You break a law, it's a sin. What is sin? Sin is a transgression of the law. So ain't no excuses. I mean, we have so many freaking excuses, but it's so simple. Just go ahead and do it, that's all. Get out of your flesh and get into the spirit. Okay, the same book of 1 Samuel, chapter 15. I'm going to go to chapter 15. 20 and 21. 15. Okay, verse 20. Then Saul and all the people who were with him rallied and went into the battle. And behold, every Philistine's sword was against his fellow. And there was very great confusion. Verse 21. Now the Hebrews who had been with the Philistines before that time, and who had gone up with them into the camp, even they also turned to be with the Israelites who were with Saul and Jonathan. In verse 22, likewise, when all the men of Israel who had hidden themselves in the hill country of Ephraim heard that the Philistines were fleeing, they too followed hard after them in the battle. Verse 23. So the Lord saved Israel that day, and the battle passed beyond Beth. Is this the right one I want? Oh, Shalaki, that's the Shalaki. I'm reading the wrong chapter. Shalaki. That's the wrong chapter. 15. I was still reading 14. 15, 20, and 21. Hold on. Shalaki. 15, 20. Okay, here we go. And Saul said to Samuel, I have obeyed the voice of the Lord. I have gone on the mission on which the Lord sent me. I have brought Agag, the king of Amalek, and I have devoted the Amalekites to destruction. Verse 21. But the people took the spoil, sheep and oxen, the best of the things devoted to destruction, to sacrifice to the Lord your God in Gilgal. And Samuel said, Has the Lord as great delight in burnt offerings and sacrifices as in obeying the voice of the Lord? Behold, to obey is better than sacrifice, and to listen than the fat of rams. So again, okay, obedience is better than sacrifice. Obeying the Lord is better than sacrifice. Because like I said, breaking the law is sin, okay? Okay, sin is a transgression of the law. So like I said, ain't no excuses now. There's no excuses nowadays. We know the law now. The law is written. So ignorance of the law is no excuse, okay? So the next precept, I'm going to go to Exodus 3:11. Okay. Exodus chapter 3, verse 11 says, But Moses said to God, Who am I that I should go to Pharaoh and bring the children of Israel out of Egypt? Verse 12, he said, But I will be with you, and this shall be the sign for you that I have sent you. When you have brought the people out of Egypt, you shall serve God on this mountain. So the Most High, okay, he told Moses, go and deliver the people. And Moses said, Who am I? I can't do it. The Most High said he with you, so you can do all things. Okay? So the Most High was with Moses, so ain't no excuse. Okay, if the Lord sends you to do something, ain't no excuse. If the Most High woke you up to this truth, believe me, you have a job to do, so there ain't no excuse. All right? Exodus chapter 4, verse 10. Exodus chapter 4, verse 10. It says, But Moses said to the Lord, Oh, my Lord, I am not eloquent, either in the past or since you have spoken to your servant, but I am slow of speech and of tongue. Verse 11. Then the Lord said to him, Who has made man's mouth? Who makes him mute or deaf or seeing or blind? So the Most High said, Look, who makes it? I mean, you telling me, I'm sending you somewhere. Okay, you telling me you're not elegant in speech and this and that. And the Lord said, who makes, people see, who makes people talk and makes them mute? I do that. So if I'm sending you somewhere, I'm going to give you the power, okay, basically to do my job. So once again, no excuses, Israel. All right? Let's go to Judges 6 and 15. I mean, see, the Most High didn't give us a spirit of fear, but a power, love, and sound mind, okay? If the Most High send you somewhere, you can't be scared. You got to do his work. You know what I mean? Either you do his work or he'll take you out, he'll take you out of this place. That's all. Judges 6 and 15. Hold on, let's see. Judges. Okay. Judges 6 and 15 says, and he said to him, please, Lord, how can I save Israel? Behold, my clan is the weakest in Manasseh, and I am the least in my father's house. Okay, he's talking about Gideon, okay? The Most High basically called Gideon, do his work. And Gideon said, how am I going to do this? So I'm weak, I'm the least in the family of Ephraim. Come on, he said, what did he say again? Verse 15. Okay, he said, I'll read it one time. He said, and he said to him, please, Lord, how can I save Israel? It's Gideon speaking. Behold, my clan is the weakest in Manasseh, okay? And I am the least in my father's house, okay? Gideon making excuses to the Most High. I'm going to read verse 16. And the Lord said to him, but I will be with you, and you shall strike the Midianites as one man. So the Most High said he's going to be with you. So look, whenever the Most High sends you to do something, don't make no excuse, because you make it, you make yourself look stupid. The Most High sends you to do something, he's going to give you the power to do it. So there's no excuses, Israel. No excuses. How people say, oh, I can't give up this, I can't stop eating this, I can't stop eating. No, you look stupid, because the Most High tells you to do something, he going to give you the power, okay, basically to put stuff down and pick stuff up. All right? Next precept, Proverbs 22 and 13. Stop making excuses. Proverbs 22 and 13. Okay, Proverbs 22 and 13 says, the sluggard says, there is a lion outside. I shall be killed in the street. Okay? So sluggard is lazy. He don't want to go outside, so he's making an excuse that there's something outside. He's scared to go outside, okay? Stop making an excuse like somebody lazy. Okay? Same book of Proverbs 26 and 13. Somebody who's lazy is going to make excuses about stuff. Proverbs 26 and 13. The sluggard says, the lazy person says, again, there is a lion in the road. There is a lion in the streets. And that's what a lazy person does. Okay? Makes excuses because they don't want to do nothing. Okay? The Most High gave the power to do something, ain't no excuses no more. That's out. Okay? And nobody's going to accept them. Okay? Next precept, Jeremiah 1 and 6. All right. Jeremiah 1, verse 6 says, then I said, Lord God, behold, I do not know how to speak, for I am only young. Verse 7, but the Lord said to me, do not say, I am only a young. For to all to whom I send you, you shall go, and whatever I command you, you shall speak. Okay, verse 9. Verse 8, do not be afraid of them, for I am with you to deliver you, declares the Lord. So once again, stop making excuses if the Most High, gave you understanding of the word and woke you up, okay? Stop making excuses, okay, about doing this and doing that, because there's no excuses, okay? Get up and do what the Most High said you to do. He given you the power. Use it, all right? And let's go to Matthew, you know what? No, let's go to, no. Okay, let's go to Apocrypha real quick. All right, this is Sirach, chapter 32. I'm going to read it in the GNT real quick. All right. Sirach, chapter 32, verse 17, real quick. All right. All right. This is the book of Sirach. Sirach, chapter 32, okay, verse 17. Okay, it says, sinners have no use for correction, okay, and will interpret the law to suit themselves, okay? So, okay, let me read it in the King James, other, because, okay, if you're breaking the law, okay, basically, you have no use for correction, okay? If you're breaking the law, if you're breaking the law, you know what I'm saying? There's no use for correction, and will interpret the law to suit themselves, okay? So basically, if you interpret the law to suit your own self, you know what I'm saying? What's the use of correcting you? Okay? You're making excuses to make the law basically to suit your own self. Okay? So you're not going to receive no correction because you're making excuses. Okay? Like for instance, something simple like on the Sabbath day, you know what I'm saying? Can I put my food in the microwave? Okay. Oh, it's not, you're not basically burning no fire, you know what I'm saying? Look, you can't do it. You can't heat up no food in the microwave on the Shabbat, okay? You can't do that, you know what I'm saying? Stop making excuses, okay? You just cannot do that, all right? Maybe there was a good example, maybe not, but still, okay? If you're breaking the law, okay, and try to basically, interpret the law to suit what you want to do, okay, that's wrong, okay? No excuses. Stop doing that, okay? That's not of God, all right? Okay, let's go back. Let's go to the book of Matthew, chapter 22, real quick. All right. Matthew, chapter 22. I'll read 2 and 3. Okay, the kingdom of heaven may be compared to a king who gave a wedding feast for his son and sent his servants to call those who were invited to the wedding feast, but they would not come. Verse 4. Again, he sent other servants, saying, tell those who are invited, see, I have prepared my dinner, my oxen and my fat calves have been slaughtered, and everything is ready. Come to the wedding feast. Verse 5. But they paid no attention and went off, one to his farm, another to his business. Verse 6. While the rest seized his servants, treated them shamefully, and killed them. Verse 7, the king was angry, and he sent his troops and destroyed those murderers and burned the city. So basically, the Most High basically is basically inviting you to his wedding feast. He's inviting you, okay? So basically it's like, the Most High, is waking us up, okay, to this wedding, okay, to this, basically waking us up to salvation, okay? And basically, there's certain things that we have to do, okay, to acquire this. Okay, we got to put on these wedding clothes. There's certain things we have to do. Now, there should be no excuse if the Most High gave you an invitation. There's no excuse for you not to come. You know what I mean? This is not like the world. You know what I'm saying? Somebody gives you an invitation to a wedding and you don't like the person. You make all types of mad excuses why you don't want to come. That's what you're doing, but this is your salvation. Okay, so you so-called Black, Hispanic, Native Americans, okay, we have to stop making excuses to do the work of the Most High. If the Most High woke us up, okay, ain't no excuse in the world is gonna stop us from doing this work. So stop making excuses, all right? And let's go to Romans 1:20 real quick. Okay, Romans chapter 1, verse 20 says, hold on. Okay, 1:20 says, for his invisible attributes, namely his eternal power and divine nature, have been clearly perceived ever since the creation of the world, and the things that have been made, so they are without excuse. Okay, so there's no excuse. Okay, like I said, in these last and evil days. Okay, the things that, matter of fact, let me read this. Let me read this in a GNT, Romans 1:20. All right, Romans chapter 1. Chapter 1, verse 20. Okay, it says, ever since God created the world, his invisible qualities, both his eternal power and his divine nature, have been clearly seen. They are perceived in the things that Yahweh has made. So those people have no excuses at all. So there's no excuse at all, okay? The Most High had the power to give life and take life away. So there's no excuse, okay? The real power is not what you see. The real power is the unseen. Why? Because the unseen made everything you see. So there's no excuse, okay? The Most High has the power to do whatever he wants to do, okay? And the Most High can give you the power, okay, to get his job done. So there's no excuse. There should have no excuse. Okay, the Most High sent you to do something, you should be able to do it, all right? Next precept, John, the book of John, chapter 9:41. All right. Okay, this is the book of John, chapter 9, verse 41. Yahweh said to them, if you were blind, you would have no guilt. But now that you say, we see, your guilt remains. Okay? So Yahweh said to the people, look, if you couldn't see the sin, okay, then you can make that excuse, okay? But you see, okay, you see what's right, what's wrong, and you're still guilty, okay? So there's no excuse, okay? No excuse for you, okay? No excuse. You're breaking the law, okay? That's right and that's wrong, and you're still picking the wrong stuff, okay? There's no excuse nowadays. Everything, all the truth is out here, okay? All the truth to what you need, okay, to get from point A to point B. There's no excuses, Israel. Okay, the next precept, John 15:22. Okay. John 15:22. It says, if I had not come and spoken to them, they would not have been guilty of sin. But now they have no excuse for the sin. Okay, there's no excuse for you transgressing the law. Okay, why? Because your house right through the Spirit, He's showing you, okay, what's right and what's wrong. Okay? The Most High you got the word here, okay? You know, you got the law, statutes, and commandments. Okay, you got brothers through the Spirit let you know, what's right, what's wrong, So there's no excuse in these last and evil days,